Good morning, everyone. It's Joker, and today we are back with another slime video. And it is now time to take out the new Protector Rimuru slash Megamine lookalike into the game and see how well he can do as another stacking protector. You know, we've gotten quite a few of those over all the EX metas. Fount of Wisdom, Warrior's Mind. Now the Adventurer Force has got it. You know, we have Protector Shuna and Light 3.0. So it's not like we're running out of stacking protectors. So I totally 100% understand if you're not the most hyped for his kit, because he is very generic. So he gets the extra 60% damage against Earth enemies for Adventurer units, and then Shizu's Will and Adventurer categories get an extra 20% attack and defense. And his skill, he just stacks ult damage, which is very generic, because, you know, you don't need a unit to have Pierce or Stun. You don't need to be a water unit or a light unit or a space unit. You just need to stack. And whatever you do, you just get extra 20% ult damage. So he'll run actually better, I think, than Diablo does, because Diablo is doing the ult resistance down, which is also very generic. But he's also only stacking by 30 points, whereas Rimuru is stacking by 40, and you can definitely feel that difference by having an extra 10-point cap every single time you use him. When you use him 7-8 times, you just have an extra 80 points. Magical. So I think he will be in a much better spot, unless you were doing like the Beatdown Battle, where Diablo's getting that extra damage versus Rimuru not. But we're gonna try it out anyways, because the Beatdown Battle for Fount of Wisdom is still around. So let's try him out in his own Beatdown Battle. It's gonna just be a redo of like the beatdown we did with Megamine, but you know, we gotta show him in his perfect setting, right? So let's get started. All right, so we're gonna go into his own Beatdown Battle for this run. We changed up the team a little bit, so it's not exactly the same as what we ran for the Megamine showcase. So we still have Trainee, we still have Megamine, we still have Shizu, but we also have Darkness here and also Raphael here. So instead of the Pierce and 50% resistance down for Pierce, we're going to have Pierce and 50% ult resistance down. So and that should work a little bit better, and we're still going to have the Pierce power, fire buff, ult buff. We're still going to be able to rush the ult on Megamine. But now we'll have Darkness, who I guess will be able to taunt and take some heat off of Megamine, but like she's only 84, and there's no way to get around that, because all of her dupes come from login. And then her gear, like I haven't awakened any of it, so her stats are really, really low. So we'll see if she can actually be an effective tank in Inferno 1. But let's go ahead and jump in. Alright, so starting out, we have Trainee giving us extra protection gauge for the first 3 turns. Megamine and Violet will give us extra protection gauge on turn 2. It's built for a Megamine orb change, so we'll go ahead and just use that right now. And then, you know, Darkness can just chill in the back. We'll bring Shizu up front, and hopefully we can get a few extra orbs of Megamine. Maybe even a good orb change next turn. That'd be real cool, but who knows? Alright, 23.8 is really good. Perfect. Alright, that is what I like to see right there. So we can use 2 stacks of Rimuru here. We got another Megamine orb change hand. And then next turn, hopefully we'll have a good hand where we can orb change and use Trainee to start rushing Megamine's ult. It's going to be really important that happens to get it. And I really hope that moving forward, one of either Kazuma or Aqua has that same kind of orb swap ability that EX Rimuru and the Hero 2.0 have, where it flips an ult orb for whatever typing the meta is for. That's going to be really, really necessary to have for a nuking team like this, so you can still keep sending full hands of blues and get maximum points and maximum gauge and all that. So down to 10,000 now with the guard up. Wow. Okay, well, we're just going to rush her ult, and we're just going to send these greens and get them out of here. So there's a Megamine ult, so that's cool. She's already halfway there. And then we're going to get Trainee out of here, so we can maybe use it next turn. And we'll have Darkness in here. and we'll just get all these stupid green orbs out. Get away. Miss. Miss twice. Alright. And that, see, yeah, right here. This is why I want one of those units to have that orb swap, because that would be a perfect Megamine orb change hand, which it is. So great. And then we're gonna take out Darkness for Trainee, and we're gonna rush Megamine's ult more, and then we're going to get you out of here, because I don't want you stunned again. But unfortunately, we don't have any Megamine orbs. Kind of unfortunate. We maybe could have, kept her away. Maybe used Darkness's orb change, but oh well. Alright, we have 2 Megamine orbs. We have a Guy hand, which we don't have Guy, so oh well. What do we do here? What do we do? I guess we can use both of these two, huh? So let's do this. Alright. Then we can bring Trainee in for Darkness. This will get her... No, it won't get her ult. But that'll do that. And we don't have enough points to rush, do we? Oh, we do. Alright. Perfect. We're getting ever closer. This should get us really, really close to getting her ult, if not her action. Okay, it does get her ult. Sweet. So for the next couple turns, we're big chilling with Megamine. 19-8 right there. Alright, that's not a hand I want to see. Okay. Alright, there. Oh, the attack nerf. We kind of got to leave her up front then, huh? Because I don't really... Well, no, we could bring her in next turn. So yeah, I think that's what we do. I kind of want to send this entire hand. But will I have enough, actually? We have another orange coming. It's 4 orange orbs. And I don't really know about that. I don't really know about that, Chief. We're just gonna do this. And yeah, alright. Okay, come on. Come on. That is a good hand right there. Alright, cool. So let's get Trainee out of here. That's a blue. Perfect. Alright. So we can use Megamine's orb change, we can send her away, and then we will still have a full hand, which is great. We don't really need that many points to nuke on this team either, because we don't have that many supports. So we can do this. Perfect. Only Raphael is low on HP. That doesn't really matter as long as he doesn't get targeted a lot. But 340 points. Alright, counter there. Got another stack of Rimuru so we can get that fire charm that we have on Megamine as well. And... okay. Really glad he only had one attack there. Okay, so Megamine comes out for... well, Darkness comes out for Megamine. And then... I guess we just use... Can we stun him just immediately? Is that a thing? We can. Alright, good. And yet another beatdown battle that can be stunned. Excellent. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sadly, don't have enough to orb change. At least with Megamine for that perfect hand. But I think it's okay. What do we do here? We'll do... I mean, we could do this. Oh, but we're going to steal Raphael's orb for that ult. Yeah, whatever. Why not? Let's do this. Please change the Megamines. Okay, almost. You almost did. Alright, let's see how much we do here on this not quite as super buff team, but we are up to 140, so we're up to 220% on the ult gauge, on the ult damage. That's pretty good right there. So that's 7 stacks? Yeah, 7 stacks of Rimuru. Looking pretty good. So we'll send Trainee, we'll send Shizu, then we'll send... yeah, we'll do it that order. I don't know why, but we did it. 31-9, not great. Shizu, 170, that's pretty good. And then Megamine does 1.2 million, actually. You know, that's actually not bad for, you know... I mean, Darkness didn't do jack shit there, except maybe Orb Change a few times, and we could have easily swapped her for another, you know, support unit that happened to have Orb Changing, right? I mean, we could have brought Albus anyways and just lowered his Pierce resistance alongside Raphael having the ult resistance down. Like, we could have done that too. I mean, that works pretty good. So, I'm pretty happy with that. I mean, we had less power, maybe, but still decent output. So, let's now put Rimuru with a bunch of other teams that are not meta-based and don't have that extra 6% damage, and we'll see how we do there. Alright, so in an effort to be different from the Megamine video, we're going to go into different stages for Tempered Edge. So we're going to go into the Water Tempered Edge. So we've got Rimuru with Rimuru with Rimuru with a support Rimuru. But a full Water team. So Hinata will be the nuker. Rimuru's ult buffs will stack with Shuna's, so that'll just help us do extra damage. Raphael, I do have skill fused. I haven't done his show. I haven't posted his showcase yet, but he is skill fused. So he's gonna lower her defense by 47% because it's only level 7. He would give us extra pierce power, but we don't have anyone to pierce, so I don't really think it was that necessary to bring anyone else. But this is a pretty typical Water 2.0 team. It's always this unit, but because I can't use Dark Valentine, who would normally occupy this slot, I had to think of someone else. So let's just go ahead and try it out. This stage does not have set hands, so gonna be a bit before I get a good turn 1. Alright, finally got a good starting hand with a perfect Shuna orb change, so I think we'll take Raphael out for Hinata, and then we'll take Rimuru out for Shuna, and we can use her orb change turn 1, and we'll be looking pretty good. And then hopefully with Shuna we'll get enough to get to cover that gap right here, but I think we'll be just shy, if I remember correctly. I think we need 6, and she only gives 5 on turn 2. But we'll find out. Oh, okay, that's a decent hand. Yeah, alright, yeah, see, yeah, we're 1 point off from getting that, which is really unfortunate, but it is what it is. But unlike Water Milim, we don't need the units up front to benefit from these stacks, which is fine because I don't want Hinata up here because she has no orbs. So we're gonna do we're gonna take Shuna out, is what we're gonna do. So Shuna comes out for Rimuru, who's going to steal and then change those greens. And then we'll take Hinata out. So we're going to let it run like this. I know that turn 3 into turn 4 is where we get another attack nerf, so I think we kind of have to leave Hinata in the back for now. But she's not an EX unit, so we don't need her up front. And no, okay, that actually works out really well. So we'll do the double stack now here, so that's 60% extra ult damage now, and she doesn't even need to see the battlefield for that to really take effect. Alright, and then we can use Rimuru's steal again, and then we'll bring Shuna back in. Yes, yes, I like this a lot. Alright, so you go away. That means Shuna's going to be nerfed as well, which is unfortunate, but we'll just kind of have to deal with it. Alright, so 220 points. And this is... See, I like teams that have a lot of good stacking and orb changing synergy. Okay. I mean, yeah, we can make that work too. The power of Water Rimuru, very apparent in many different places. You can put Water Rimuru on the, the Megamine team. He'll work fine. So Shuna, huh? So you'll come in for Shuna, and then you will steal and change. And then you'll come in for Rimuru. Alright, so this will work out. We're closing in. Oh, we do have one. Alright, so we do have an ult for Hinata. We do have to wait until turn 8, though, for her defense to go away. This is EX3, though. It's the hardest. I think it's EX3 or 5, one of the two. But this is the hardest stage of this Tempered Edge. And we're ready to go, like, 5 turns in. Okay. So Rimuru will come in for Hinata. Yeah, okay. So, so another example, Hinata right here, right? So she also increases her ult damage by 5% up to 60, but this is the same thing as Dark Valentine, where we're over 60% already, right? So we're at 100%. So by using this skill right here, it will seal her crit resistance, right? But it's not going to add 5% onto the ult. But we can use it for funsy onesies, just as an example. So seals crit resistance, but then the ult is still 100%. So because there's a hard cap on her, once you exceed that cap, the skill does nothing. So let's go ahead and swap her out, and then we can. We're gonna do this, and then we're gonna bring Shuna in actually, and we'll just send the Shion ult because that's not gonna do much damage anyways. All right, so orb change. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 300 points. Well, how much do we need actually for this team to run? 55, 55. So that's 110 plus another 110, so 220 plus Hinata, 235 plus our other skill we just used, so it'll be a little bit more expensive. So about 250 points is what we need, and we're sitting at 300 right now, and we still have 2 more turns. Okay. What charm does he have on right now? Oh, it's a wind attack. Oh, well. Oh, well. Misplay right there. Let's do the orange. Wait, orange to green. No, let's not do that. Let's do this. We'll bring Water Rimuru back in for Shion, I guess. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That gets us a Raphael ult and a Shuna ult. I don't think, because they've been in the back a few turns, I don't think their attack nerf is going to wear off by turn 8, but I guess we'll find out. Right here. Okay, Raphael's will, but Shuna's will not. Okay, well, it is what it is. So, let's do 2 more stacks. And then we'll see if we actually need anything. We don't actually need points, so we could just chill right here and call it good. So I think that's what we will do. Yeah, actually we'll do this. We'll do that. And we'll send this green. We'll send these 2 greens, actually. Yeah, we'll have a 1 Water Rimuru orb that Hinata can take. Alright, perfect. Alright, let's see what we're capping out at right now. 160% damage right there, so let's bring Hinata in for Rimuru. Right, yep. Alright, so there's that. And then we can use all the buffs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then we still have enough left over to use Raphael's defense down, of which we already have defense down from trait, but that'll be a lot more using Raphael for that. And can we orb change with Rimuru too? No, we can't, because we already swapped him out. Alright, whatever. Shion. Oh, we have a full hand anyways. Sweet deals. Alright, so defense down by 47%. And so now we've got defense down by 8 from the trait, water resistance down by 30%, 47% defense down from the skill, and then Hinata's ult is 160 plus 70, so that's what? So that's 230% right there, if math serves me correctly, which most of the time it doesn't. No, I think that's right. So yeah, I think we're gonna straight up murder this poor Shuna on that side, and we'll just kind of giggle about it. And we can watch this. We can watch this ult. Hinata always has really good ults. She always has the some of the best looking animations. And they're really long, too. Alright, how much... Do we do 1 million here? Oh, hell no. 470k. Right, this isn't an EX team. It's led by an EX unit, but they're not EX units. Alright, I mean, 470 is still enough to, I think, one-shot this Shuna, though. And we didn't need Watermelon for it. And it's actually a little bit less restrictive than Watermelon, because we would have to have Hinata up front every single time for the stacks. So, yeah, that worked out fairly well. Let's try one more team. Alright, I think for the last test, we're going to do something a bit weird, and we're going to take the Wind team into the Wind Tempered Edge 2.0 stage, which is generally a burst damage team, you know, meant for Wind Gabiru. You know, changing oranges to blue, no, changing oranges? No, changing greens to blues, but also, you know, not having a big skill cap. So we're going to bring a whole bunch of units so we can get a bunch of stacks of Rimuru, and hopefully we can EX nuke with Soka, being as she's a 120 EX unit, and I figured I might as well get a lot of use out of her since I spent so much goddamn crystals on her. But we've got Orb Changer and the giveaway to give to Soka. We've got Trainee for the Orb Change and the Alt Rush. We've got Rimuru for all of his Orb Changing. There's a lot of Orb Changers. I maybe could have substitute like Rimuru or something for maybe Dino. Another big... We could have put Megamine on here for all I care. But we're going to go with this and see how it goes. But this does not have a set starting hand, so I'll see you guys in a bit. Well, hey, I didn't need to cut. Thank God we got thank God we brought Rimuru. Am I right? Okay, let's use his orb change, and then we'll bring in. Who do I want to bring in? Let's see. These are water units, so I'd rather have all wind types up here. So I guess we'll swap out Rimuru. Although I guess it's not good for our orbs, but we should. Yeah, let's do Geld. At least we get 2, and then we'll bring the hero in for Rimuru, so we can keep his good orb changing in the back. And we will full send against Diablo. Yeah, so good thing we kept Trainee in. That way we'll get 2 full stacks right here, lots of points that we can get next turn if we get another hand of blues, of which, well, we kinda did. We kinda did. We can work with this, though. So let's get the 2 stacks, and then we can use Trainee's orb change, and then we could use Rimuru's Steel on Trainee after we swap her out, and then we can bring Geld in. So, okay. Yeah, this works. We only have 1 Soka orb, which is pretty unfortunate, but it is what it is. The greens... I mean, Soka does have that green thing, but the stage nerfs greens, I think, very soon. So... okay, maybe we don't have to use that then. How many points do we have? We have 33. No, let's keep the steel. So we'll swap the hero out then for Geld and use just his orb change. See, that's why I like bringing bunches of orb changers. Maybe it's not the best for damage, but at least I know I can get myself out of most situations. And we already have more points than Gabiru would ever give us. You know, he only gives us, what, 15 every time we use him? We can stack him twice, that's 30 points, so we'd have 130 total. Ooh. Okay. We can do this, though. So, what we can do is we can use the Trainee Rush right here on Soka. Alright, cool. And then we can get her out of here for Rimuru and steal those. Awesome. And then we can use Geld's Orb Change and then the giveaway. Yes. Alright. So there's that. And then, do we have enough points to rewind here? We do have enough points. Okay. I don't know if I want to do that now. Let's just go with this. Let's get all these points back. Yeah, maxed out points. This will get us almost full alt gauge for Soka, which is really good. Maybe we do. Hold on. Maybe we do rewind here then. So let's get Rimuru out. And we'll rewind. There we go. This will get us more protection gauge as well. I think we're going to get capped. Almost capped. Okay. 204 points though. That's pretty good. I mean, this is a weird kind of team setup. But we're doing decent damage to him, thank God. And then we'll have an EX ult, hopefully this turn or next turn. There's not much we can do here, realistically. We get one more stack. Let's see. And, well, actually, we can get a Ahsoka ult, so... Yes, perfect. And then another stack of Rimuru. And then I think we're good to nuke, since we have way more than enough points to use everything that we need. As long as nobody dies here. That's a lot of Geld Orbs. Hold on. Huh. Okay, well... Do we have enough? Do we have enough where we can change those 2 Gelds with Trainee, give them all away to Ahsoka, and then use all the buffs? How many points do we need? So we need 45. No, because that's still active, huh? Because that's 2 turns. Wind attack, yeah, that's still active, so we don't need to use that again. So 55, 25. I think we have enough. So let's crit buff. We only have a 25% attack buff because none of these are Goddess of Destiny. That's fine though. Alright, we'll do this. And we'll bring Trainee in for the hero. We will convert those 2. Alright, we'll give away all of them, and then we'll use this, and then we'll use the full green orb next turn for funsies. If they're not nerfed. If they are, then that'd be big sad, but whatever. Alright. So we've got how much? We've got 100% ult damage, we've got 25% attack, 15% wind attack, 8% crit damage from the charm, guaranteed crits, and an EX ult. I think we wipe here. I think this turn just destroys both of them, but they do have extra defense up. Let's find out. We can watch Ahsoka's ult. I'm always good to watch Ahsoka in any context. Especially that top-down view. God, I'm a degenerate. Alright. Hand me the flower and wipe them off the planet. Ooh, 187k. I mean, for a stacking protector, that worked pretty well. I mean, if you build the team right, you can use any stacking protector in a burst scenario. It's just, how many orb changers do you have? Of which we brought a lot. So that ended up working pretty well. And the Wind 2.0 stage is not an easy stage. They do hit pretty hard. With EX units, we have a little bit higher stats and everything, but, people can still have trouble with this stage. So I'd say that's a pretty good example of Protector Rimuru doing a good job being generic, because, Ahsoka is not Warrior's Mind. We didn't have to bring Raphael for the stun and pierce. We are not a water or space unit for Veldora or Milim. We could have brought Diablo as well, and it would have accomplished almost the same thing, except we would have stacked a little bit slower, because he only has 30-point cap instead of 40-point cap every time. But I'm fairly happy with that. So yeah, let's. I think that we can end the video right there. So I think let's check one more thing. Alright, that's going to do it for the first showcase for Rimuru. Obviously, we'll use him in other places. But right now, we are kind of in the middle of the whole fake unlimited kind of cap, as I posted yesterday, that this unlimited quote-unquote cap actually does have a hard cap at 999%, which, in 99% of times, you're never going to see that, because no one's going to sit there and stack for 50 stacks. But it is misleading to that it should be unlimited. Like, you can stack 1500 pierce power, you could stack 1500% water attack, you could stack 1500% ult resistance down, and all of those are definitely, as far as I'm aware of, unlimited. This is the only one that is not, even though it says unlimited. So we'll see if anything comes of that. I kind of doubt it. But if we do get some kind of compensation, like, oh, hey, crystals, yay, sometimes it'll be nice. But I wouldn't bank too hard on it. I definitely wouldn't summon on the banner with the expectation of getting all of your crystals refunded. I think that would just be stupid. But overall, regardless of that whole thing, Rimuru is a very, very good generic protector. He will help any team, as long as they're blue focused, right? Because you kind of need to stack them. But you can take him into other stages that maybe you don't even have the extra 6% damage from like the EX stuff, and you could still wipe the team because the units themselves do so much damage with so many buffs that you don't need that extra 6%. It's nice to have, but you don't necessarily need it to win. So I think that he's a very good pickup for most players who lack a stacking protector because he can fit anywhere. But that's the showcase. Let me know how you guys think about Rimuru, disregarding the whole unlimited shenanigans that's going on. Do you think he's as good of a generic support as I think he is, or do you have other thoughts? Let me know in the comments, but that's it from me. Take it easy, and I will see you all later.